Hey, do your job.
everyone's cry.
Welcome to Mission 8. This mission has some awesome aesthetics and atmosphere, and has some interesting gameplay qualities to match. It has its own unique enemy, the Envy, and the Gigapede encounters are a change of pace from your average fight. I opted for Royal Guard this mission, and the Gigapedes are one reason for that. Although the method for dispatching them is simple, hitting a Just Guard never loses that satisfying feeling, even when it's hard to mess up. I take my time killing the second Gigapede so I can be sure I've got my Royal Guard and Devil Trigger gauge charged for later. These guys give 1000 orbs no matter the style rating, and orbs are the main theme of Mission 8. Although the enemy count is kind of high, there's a lot of stuff out there that wants to suck up the orbs before you can grab them. Both the Ignis Fatuus room and the left lung of the core steal your orbs, so you need to work around this. The requirement is 8500, and you can only get about 4500 if you play through without stopping to farm. This tunnel is the first encounter with an Envy. Envies are basically reskinned prides that are a bit harder to knock down or launch, which doesn't really matter when you're taking them out in one hit with explosions anyway. This handles every other fight in the mission with ease. After that, it's onto the Leviathan core. Since I chose Royal Guard, most of the damage I do to the core itself comes from releases and Devil Trigger explosions. Without these sources of big burst damage, it's hard to get too much done when the threat of the regular enemies attacking you is always at play. The blue lung is generally the prime target here, but I can never attack one side for too long unless I want to risk getting hit. If it goes too long without taking damage, it will also start absorbing your Devil Trigger meter, which doesn't really increase the boss's threat level much, but because of the need to farm orbs, it can be a pain in the ass. Weaving back and forth between each side pulls the enemies around and lets you get in risk-free attacks. Aerial Cross is the hardest hitting attack you can use since you can't jump cancel off the lungs. The main reason to attack the red lung is that it needs to be cleared out at the same time as the enemies, or it'll steal your orbs. After the main core's health is lowered a touch, killing the blue lung will make it start throwing out its laser attack before showing its weak point. Because I picked Royal Guard, this is something that's very useful. It clears the battlefield and is total fodder for Just Guards. By rolling into it and blocking, you'll defend more than one attack because the laser hits repeatedly, maxing out Royal Guard and filling Devil Trigger rapidly. This lets me do big damage whenever the weak point next shows itself. After that, it's just repeating the strategy until I have the appropriate amount of orbs and the heart is dead, trying not to take any risks with the spawned enemies. I was happy I got to finish him with an air release while he's doing his laser attack. Pretty stylish finish if you ask me. Now for some bonus footage. Royal Guard is not the only option for this fight. Picking Swordmaster totally alters the way it plays out because of a trick called switch cancelling. By repeating air attacks and switching weapons at the end of them, I can effectively stay airborne as long as I want to, avoiding the threat of all enemies below. The core itself can also be attacked from much higher than the weak point it shows, and it also exposes itself when it uses its laser attack, so you can pretty much go crazy. This trick is really easy to perform, just hit the weapon switch button and the style button at the same time whenever an air attack finishes. I'm not sure if Swordmaster or Royal Guard is better for this fight. They both have pros and cons, but I have more fun with Royal Guard. And since I try to avoid putting menus in my videos, it means I get to use it versus the Gigapedes too. That's been Mission 8, thanks for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it.